Welcome to Mzansi Best Brands. Let us have a look into the automobile industry. Take a drive with us on a journey through South Africa's vibrant motor vehicles manufacturing landscape, where innovation, safety, and a deep-rooted passion for cars converge. The story of the automobile industry in South Africa dates back to the early 20th century, primarily focusing on motor vehicles and light trucks. It wasn't long before other notable international brands took root, establishing a presence that would shape the industry for decades to come. South Africa saw a rise in brands from the 1950s to the 1960s, such as Volkswagen and Toyota. All manufactured vehicles were to meet the South African Bureau of Standards requirements for roadworthiness. Safety features like airbags, ABS brakes, and crash testing standards. Other laws were put in place to keep all of us confident with using vehicles on the roads. It set out the legal requirements for driving, including speed limits, alcohol consumption limits, accidents, and more. The NRTA requires all accidents to be reported and influences tax deductions for businesses, but did not cover damage to property. Faulty driving leading to accidents can result in prosecution under criminal laws for reckless or negligent driving. The Motor Industry Development Program was launched to protect local manufacturers and promote exports. From the 1990s, government lifted restrictions on imports, increasing competition and improving consumer choice. The Automotive Production and Development Program became a government initiative that incentivized local manufacturing by providing rebates on imported components and encouraging export-driven manufacturing. The automotive sector became a key contributor to the economy, accounting for approximately 12.8% of manufacturing output by 2022. Today, South Africa stands as the leader in Africa's automotive sector, producing over 500,000 automobiles annually. Major global manufacturers, Mercedes-Benz and Honda, now have a foot in the industry, each contributing to a diverse range of vehicles that cater to consumer markets. Owning a car can be financially viable for people who travel frequently or live in areas with limited public transport. However, cars come with substantial costs, such as insurance, maintenance, fuel, and depreciation, making it a significant financial commitment. With a significant gap between metropolitan areas at 39.4% and rural areas at 14.3%. While South Africa has a moderate ownership rate, it is lower than countries like the United States at 91%, Germany at 82%, and Brazil at 55%. The affordability issue in South Africa is significant due to high interest rates and inflation implications. In terms of sales volumes, Toyota remains a significant player, consistently ranking as one of the top-selling brands in the country. Other brands like Volkswagen and Ford follow closely, each carving out substantial market shares and helping to create jobs for thousands of South Africans. To check affordability, if you want to buy a car, we suggest that you use the rule that the total price of the car should not exceed 30% of your annual gross salary. Explore whether to finance the vehicle via a bank loan, a dealership, or pay cash. Consider the interest rates, loan terms, and monthly repayments. Take into account the car's fuel efficiency, as well as the cost of regular services, repairs, and maintenance. You must factor in car insurance costs, which can vary depending on the car type, your demographic, driving history, and your location. Choose a car that fits your daily needs, for example, city driving, off-roading, long commutes, and your future plans. While EVs may sound cheaper to run and are emission-friendly for the environment, the load-shedding crisis makes them less convenient and reliable compared to fuel-powered vehicles. Public EV charging infrastructure is still in its infancy, with fewer than 350 public charging points. For individuals with access to backup power solutions, EV ownership may still be advantageous, but for those heavily reliant on the grid, traditional fuel-powered cars remain more practical until the power crisis stabilizes and EV infrastructure improves. Long hours of driving, particularly in traffic, can lead to stress and anxiety, which negatively affect mental health. The isolation and sedentary nature of car travel may also increase the risk of depression. It has become more important these days to find social and mental activities beyond being stuck to one's seat. To find movement that is an exertion, that is relieving and for releasing stress. As we reflect through the mirrors on the past, present and future of the automotive industry in South Africa, it becomes clear beyond the windshield that this sector is not merely about cars. It's about the people, the progress, the movement, and the promise of safer journeys ahead. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of South Africa's automotive industry. Follow us for our next episode as we dive into the history of your favorite motor brands and how they've made their mark here in Mzansi. We love keeping an eye on key insights into our brands, innovations, and regulations that keep us well balanced. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode of Mzansi Best Brands. Time will tell.